I've been dropping a lot of photography specific tips on YouTube lately, but today I want to challenge your creativity. I want to push you outside your comfort zone. Why? Because being open to new experiences, or as I see it, being open to adventure, will feed your creativity. Photography can be technical. We talk about camera settings and lens choice. We analyze the design and functionality of our camera gear. We dive deep into the minutia of how our cameras work. And sometimes we use that as a distraction from understanding how our creativity works. We buy new gear as if it'll be packaged with new ideas. Today, I'm going to talk about how adventure supports our creativity. And this is proven, not just my opinion. Then I'll share some ways you can incorporate more adventure into your life, regardless of your risk tolerance. And finally, I'll leave you with a creativity challenge. I'm Brenda Bergreen, giving you practical photography advice to complement Mark's gear reviews from our real-world experience as a husband and wife photo-video team. Hit subscribe, it helps us out. Before I start encouraging you to plan an adventure, I want to explain why. In the growing creativity research, one of the things they found is that being open and flexible leads to more creativity. This makes sense if you think about how creative kids are. They don't even know what's possible yet, so their brainstorm sessions are full of endless ideas because they don't put limits on what they can and can't do. The more we grow and learn about the world, the more set in our ways we become. We determine the best way to do things and therefore stop trying to find new ways. You've probably heard about the importance of having a growth mindset. If you want to be successful at things, if you want to grow. This applies to anything we want to get better at, but it's especially clear when it comes to creativity. Creativity is all about newness. And in order to create something new, we have to be willing to try something new. We have to be willing to fail. And that's why being open to new experiences is a personality trait that's associated with more creative people. But I want to go even further and talk about being open to adventure. If you're familiar with our photography, we are clearly lovers of adventure. And while some of the adventures we photograph are approachable, some seem scary to a lot of people. Some seem crazy. Some I'm not even willing to do, but I'll just capture somebody else doing it. The thing about adventure is that it often requires finding limits, pushing past them, and going outside of our comfort zone. It requires risk-taking and failure. Adventure by definition means we don't always know the outcome. We prepare for what we can, but there is a lot we can't control. It can be scary to head out into the unknown and try something new, risking failure, bad weather, or other obstacles in our path. I'm talking about adventuring, but doesn't that sound a lot like creativity? If you have an idea, but you're not sure that it'll work, that's because it's a new idea, a creative idea. The only way to find out is to take the risk. So, how do you add more adventure in your life? Let me just shoot out a couple of ideas. Number one, notice when you say something like, I can't. I can't do something because I'm too old, or because I'm afraid of heights, or because it's just not my thing. Write those self-imposed limitations down, and then find somebody that you know who loves one of those, and go with them to do that thing. Number two is similar. Notice when you judge someone else's weird hobbies. If it's something you haven't actually tried yourself, try something. Learn from it. Number three, take your own favorite hobby or workout and push yourself beyond a current limitation. Do something you thought you couldn't. Number four, figure out where you're playing it safe and determine a risk you can take. This might be as simple as trying a new food. And then lastly, number five, just get outside. Nature always has adventures waiting for us. So if you plan more outside time, adventure will find you. So let's consider some photography-specific risks to take. So number one is to take your camera on one of the adventures that we just talked about and document the experience. And number two is similar to some of those ways to add more adventure to your life, but notice when you say, I can't shoot this or that, and then try shooting that. Or notice when you judge another photographer's method, maybe try that method. Or leave your favorite lens behind. Put other limits on yourself, such as restricting the number of images you take or not looking at them until you get home. Maybe even use that old film camera that I know you have sitting on your desk. Check out Mark's video about using our Minolta. Challenge yourself to make a good image in bad light. Or if you're a purist photographer, try some crazy Photoshop techniques. Or if you typically heavily edit, try to get a completed image in camera. Go somewhere you always go and create something different. If you always go to the same spots, go somewhere new and don't even scout it ahead of time. Just pick one of those to try. Let me know how it goes. I tell my kids all the time that hard things make us stronger. I know that we have to fail in order to know what works and what doesn't, in order to find new ways of doing things. I believe in adventure. My life and my motto are based on adventure. But I wouldn't be being honest if I didn't say that sometimes I play things safe. I take risks in certain areas of my life while staying scared on the sidelines of others. That's changing. I'm going to practice what I preach. I'm going to listen to my heart instead of the haters or the masses. I would love for you to take the challenge with me. Embrace fear. Head out into the unknown. Redefine risk-taking. No, better yet, normalize it. What risk did you take today? And what did it teach you? What did you learn? How did you grow? And what will you create from the adventure of it all? Good luck, and I'll see you next time.